In the 2006 general elections, 55% of voters in Soufriere cast their ballots in favor of Harold Dalsor, affectionately referred to as Major Mose. A true son of the soil, he has contributed to the development of education in Soufriere, starting off as a teacher at the St. Dominic Boys School in 1969 and retiring as the principal of the Soufriere Primary School in 2006. Armed with a bachelor's degree in business studies and a master's degree in educational studies, Harold Dalsor has served in various town councils, including the St. Lucia Tourist Board's Soufriere office, and was instrumental in the level of success that the Soufriere Development Foundation can boast of today. Dalsor's party, however, failed to win the elections in 2006. This, he claims, has left both him and Soufriere out in the cold.
And I have begged, and I said so in the house, I have no shame in begging for people of Soufriere. No shame. If I have to go down on my knees and beg for them to remove that silt on the Soufriere playing field, I will do it. Because I want to see Soufriere prosper. I'm not fly by night. I'm not going to be offshore. I live there. I live in Soufriere. I wake up with the people. I go to bed with them. I know their vibes. I know what they feel. I know it. I know. And when I am not getting it, when I'm not getting the basic things for the people, it hurts me.
And although he agrees with the titles bestowed upon the town, he believes that central government's contribution to his constituency has been dolefully inadequate.
Because Soufriere is the mecca of tourism, we said so. Is the breadbasket. Is there a corresponding level of investment in the community to match what we claim it is supposed to be? No.
According to Dalsor, the economy of Soufriere has not been stimulated in 5 years, and there is no relation between the awarding of the World Heritage status or major hotels gaining international acclaim that has directly impacted the life of the average person in the tourism mecca.
Because if Soufriere had to be the mecca of tourism, our roads, our streets would not be so deplorable. We would not have that high level of unemployment that we have in this community. Our unemployment, based on the last census, is about 60% among the young people. So how can on one hand we claim we are the mecca of tourism? The mecca of tourism suggests to me that we are bustling and booming with touristic activity, generating employment for people, generating income, and businesses are thriving from those incomes. That is not the case. The accompanying infrastructure to make the town the mecca is just not there.
The argument has been put forward time and time again that somebody with a background in tourism management and promotion may be better suited to represent the needs of Soufriere. What is your take?
I mean, this is foolishness. This is just preposterous. Would one then argue because I have a background, say, in education, then I should represent a constituency where there are more schools? The bottom line is that it is representation that counts.
Dalsor places little emphasis on a candidate's background, but instead focuses on whether his party forms the government. According to him, that is the ultimate deciding factor.
A representative, no matter who you are, what qualification you have, cannot do anything for a constituency if you are not working within the policymakers, within the executive of the administration, and that is the cabinet of the administration. So, take for me, I am not in the cabinet of this country. I know everything Soufriere wants. I will not get in nothing for Soufriere, no matter how much you beg. And if I were a tourist guru, and I am in opposition, I am not in the cabinet, the same thing would have happened.
That being said, what would be your vision, if re-elected, to develop Soufriere in terms of the agriculture and tourism product?
I do not only want to look at tourism and agriculture as the areas for development in Soufriere. I look at the development of the entire town, in education, in social protection, in agriculture, as you said, in tourism, It's a wholesome package, total package. In terms of tourism development, we need to encourage tourism investment in Soufriere, because history will tell us it is tourism investment in Jade Mountain, investment in Hotel Chocolat, investment in Ladera, investment in Stonefield, the smaller ones, investment in Anchasne, investment in La Hoe Estate. It is these kinds of investment that will really benefit the community.
How has the hosting of Jazz in Soufriere benefited the community? And would you like to see it marketed in a manner that is similar to Jazz at Pigeon Point, or maybe Jazz at the Waterfalls? What do you think?
The policy of bringing jazz to the communities, that was a very good policy, very good. And it is very sad for me today to see that that has been discontinued. It has been discontinued at Masha, discontinued in Soufriere. I don't know why, but I can tell you that jazz in Soufriere was a premier activity in Soufriere. It used to be on the waterfront, beautiful setting, beautiful ambience, and the economic activity this one activity, a one-day activity, a couple of hours, would have brought to this community. No one should have ever thought of not continuing it.
Hearing Dalson speak, it is easy to break out into buckets of tears. So passionate is his love for his people. But it is also prudent to ensure that the facts are not misconstrued. So we contacted both the Ministry of Tourism and the Soufriere Development Foundation, only to be informed that Jazz in Soufriere had been postponed this year due to Thomas' recovery. It was discontinued on the Soufriere waterfront because of safety concerns, but the activities were being held at the Soufriere Stadium, Sulphur Springs, the market, the square, and at Fort Jalib. Do you believe that the discontinuation of Jazz in Soufriere was politically motivated?
I really do not know. I don't want to speculate on that. But all I am saying was a bad idea.
In 1997 and 2001, when Soufriere decided to remain with Labour, according to Dalson, it was only then that the town enjoyed economic prosperity and developmental projects ever undertaken within the community.
The reopening of the copper factory had been closed for years under the Flambeau administration and immediately employing 80 people. When the Labour Party came in office, it was Hilton Jalousie was closed. Government invested money and got it reopened. In education, government built up a brand new primary school at Fonsejac and completed the secondary school which was started by the former administration.
And that was in the first term or the second term?
That was in the very first term.
Okay.
In the first term. I'm telling you what Labour Party did over a 10-year period. Mm-hmm. Okay. Fort Beignet, the streets and the roads in Fort Beignet were deplorable. The entire area right now has proper roads, proper sidewalks. Bouton, a community that was abandoned and neglected by former UWB administration. A road, a well-surfaced road, water, electricity were brought to the people of that residence, a small community. Then you have the Chateau Belle Road, farming area, that was done. You have the Boisden Road going into L'Espérance, that was done. You have the Belfond Road, the ring road going from Belle Plaine, going to Itang, that road was done. You have the Deville Road.
He also cites the construction of the Soufriere Vieux-Fort Highway, despite its cost overruns, and the significant improvement in garbage collection system, the development of the tutorial sites, and the employment of 9 hostesses as just a few accomplishments.
I can never forget, on a Friday afternoon, what it was like to go by the Bank of St. Lucia. It was booming activity. You couldn't get to the bank because you had Jalousie expanding. You had Jade Mountain on the government facilitated Jade Mountain by giving the concession. It started under the Labour Party. Jade Mountain was expanding. and other small, construction was booming. Teachers were building their homes. Nurses were building their homes. There was economic activity. The bank had excess liquidity. The banks were inviting you to come and take loans.
The lives of countless St. Lucians have been touched, albeit enhanced, by the various contributions made by the government of Taiwan to the people of St. Lucia. However, opposition members like Harold Dalson do not subscribe to the methods used for the disbursement of funds and complains that his people have not received a slice of the foreign pie. Coming up after the break.
Categorically, no, not satisfied.